How are you guys today?
Good.
What do you guys want to show us?
We're going to show our robot.
Okay.
Go right ahead. What's free for us?
Start right in.
So, our robot is at the same time simple and complicated. We have 2 light sensors, 1 ultrasonic, and our most unique tool I'd say is going to be a launcher because,
That's for the soccer ball.
yeah.
We have a pretty good mix of passive and active tools. Like this would be one of our passive tools. It just snaps onto the side like this.
What's the difference between a passive and an active tool?
Well, here, most of our active tools, it's just it uses these motors.
I see.
This size.
The passive tools are just stuck to an attachment point and then you just
Yeah.
move. I see.
So what this tool does, it lets the robots drive, like move up, and if all things go well, just
So that's what you would call a passive?
yeah.
Okay.
This tool does basically the same thing except with this. This does that, and then like here. And turns this. So you just go forward and go back. This.
Okay.
And that.
Nice.
Pick up that loop.
You want to show it in action actually?
Yeah.
That would be cool,
Yeah.
right?
Okay, Rich, this is the. Yeah.
No, goes the other way. Yep, there you
Yeah.
go. Is it red up or black up? I can't remember.
Red up, red up.
Okay. So, and we know this isn't a perfect table. We're not scoring points. We just want to see your robot work.
Can you,
This one,
why is
that
this
is all straight.
wall steering? What is this thing?
I think this, we have any others.
What is that important?
Okay, if we back up to a wall, it will become straight so that we won't crash and paint. Like if we were, but if we was to do this, we're not. But if we didn't have a square, we might crash into this. If we had a square, we could go straight. But we're not doing that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that would have. And then go back, we take off the loop.
Okay. And then you would, and is that a complete program then, or do you have an interaction that you do to?
Yeah, we press this button to run the next program.
Okay, so you run the next program. What's the most missions you have in a single program?
I thought it was not gonna work. I thought this, and then I forgot that it was gonna push it back. So it's second and that wouldn't give us complete.
So I think it might be.
Is that on design?
Yeah.
How does the robot know where it is in base? Or does it?
But you don't need a gear for that, just to make it go up and down, right? Once you put a gear.
Push the button,
Gear
it won't
is
stop. So
basically
it's
to
gonna
connect
come
these
in
two
when
pieces.
it's in base.
There's a hole in the middle of the gear, and what are the
You said in the base.
Is that all that the gear is doing?
No, we actually have a wall follower, so we just land it there. We just push it against the wall.
So basically, there's a one gear right here
Yeah.
that's connected to a medium motor back here, turns this gear, which is connected to an axle that turns this arm.
Right,
This
so.
arm.
Okay, that's what I was looking for.
Okay.
Um,
You want to show us any other programs, or what, you go ahead. What
Yeah,
else?
so our next
So
program,
how do you guys split
you
up
move
the
these
programs?
tools.
Like, you know, each took a program, or what, a couple of guys
Yeah.
did it,
It'll
you
be-
just help test it? I mean, either fine.
you move these
Yeah,
tools,
so
put these back.
one you divide in next tools, one would do the actual.
We have this to safely move the door, but since there is no door.
Sorry, we have no door.
We also use this tool to push the search engine.
We can imagine what it would look like if there was a door too.
So young lady, how many programs do we have?
Using aligners.
Missions that we did.
Okay.
I don't know how many
Is it
programs do
checked?
you have eventually?
Yeah.
Sir? No, I didn't either.
Not missions, when I say a program, and it runs and, I guess comes back to base, right?
Okay, so that would be opening the door.
Oh, wait, I forgot. Yeah, so it would also push this over here. That's
Okay,
squaring
right,
up to the
right,
wall,
right, okay.
the back.
Keep on.
that,
Okay,
goes
so you
back.
swing into it after that, okay.
So then if we want to pull out a color,
We have a couple different jigs. It's yellow this time,
I
so
see.
we connect this.
Okay,
Now, you
Right.
said it senses, or do you look at the color and then you say, oh, you can put it
So we just put the tool in different places for it to actually let
that would be
So you guys use any other sensors besides the color?
we use the
gyro
gyro.
sensor.
Is that accurate, gyro sensor, is that
Yeah,
pretty
We
accurate?
made an
used to
accurate
use-
program. It corrects itself as it turns.
Okay.
So you'll see a little bit shaking, but you know,
That's
it'll
accurate.
be accurate.
what specifically do you use, what do you use the gyro sensor to do?
To make
To
like
make-
sharp turns.
When we were doing in regionals, when we were using our follow the line, there was like a bump in the table and it wouldn't sense the beat.
They thought it was black.
Ah,
So now we're gonna use the gyro sensor to go
okay,
and
okay, good.
Oh yeah, and from regionals, we also heighten these so that if there is a bump and we have to use color sensor, it'll just go and sense it, right? Also, we use the gyro sensor to move straight so that if it turns a little,
Right,
it'll while moving it'll just go
because sometimes one side will run a little fast, and most of them.
and skids.
Yeah, good.
The decision for having passive arms when your first run, is that, how did you come to that decision? Was that based on speed?
We thought of it, well, it kind of saves us time. So, and, well, it kind of helps in a way, so we don't have to like do extra programs or like other things that can like take more time. So then we thought we should just do this.
So you're saying that you can get those as you drive by, kind of, and that saves.
Can I ask you a
Saves
question?
time.
Okay, and we had some other tools, but we weren't gonna do them due to time limits, but what this tool does,
What are those?
it's for
these blue things are
we
my
would
blocks.
What are
That's
my
why
blocks?
they're
this.
my blocks
Okay.
is good. You have a program, and if you
Okay.
don't want to
We
keep
were
on
gonna,
making
we
that
were
block,
gonna pick it
you
up
can make it into a my block.
because
And
usually
it's
she
there in the
drops
my
down.
block
Right, because it's
section.
unreliable,
Then
you
you
decide those are
it has
points
a
we're not gonna worry about.
Yeah,
Just put
and
the
also
light
this
bulb in,
thing,
and it does-
So how many
It
blocks
used
do
to
you
drop
guys
loops
have?
in there.
We have a
Right.
lot
so
of
it
my
fits snugly
blocks
around
there.
this and
Our
so
my
my
blocks
blocks are made of
all
my blocks.
Right,
Excellently. And
and lower.
So you
yeah,
use my
because
blocks a
when
lot?
we use a rod.
Is this your first year
we
using
have a
EDP or
rod.
you've been using it for a
Yeah, when
couple
we
years?
use a rod, we ended up
I've
pulling
used
down on
NXT
this.
before.
I see. You
Because
don't have my blocks in
and
NXT.
ended up
Yeah.
pulling down.
Yeah.
Sure.
When we just dumped it, it was helpful.
No, they are. That's why I was curious.
And also, you asked me why those were orange.
What else?
No, I was just
Okay.
trying to get you to
Okay,
tell me the
yeah.
difference between those two blocks. That's all.
Because they're orange because of this.
Okay, we're almost,
Oh yeah, this tool. At first we developed it to, mess up. Yeah, to do that, it would hook right up here and
Right.
do that. We also didn't do that because it wasn't tested to rally and time limit, again,
yeah,
we have a time limit.
right.
So now we're
And
using it for this.
we're using it for this, we push this. Oh yeah, that's one thing.
So what's the highest you hit in a tournament so far? The point
The
of-
regionals, we didn't do that well. We got, on the practice run, we got 40, then we got 85,
I
then we
see.
got 30, then we got -5.
No, did you, so that's, I mean, that's
Yeah.
fine, that's fine, that's bound to happen, everything fails, right? But did you, when you had the failure, what did you guys do to improve? Did you start capturing reliability, anything like that? What do you do?
Right. Okay, so you went through the process of improvement, okay. So what's the highest score that you've ever gotten in practice?
Oh, we got like
Okay.
285.
And what's the highest possible that you would, if everything went perfect for you, what's the highest you could possibly get, do you think? Somewhere around 350?
Yeah, we're not looking for the exact score,
Yeah,
we're just
just trying to get an idea of what you guys
What
are
do you do?
looking for.
Like,
Okay, we figured something out. We figured that with this model, if you go up here and it senses black, then you pretty much have it open.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that helps.
Okay.
And we have this hook right here, it picks it up and.
Okay.
So guys, I think we're out of time, so if we were to give you 3 questions, right? One is, what is the coolest programming thing that you got? It could be any small thing. So,
The coolest programming thing?
that you learned or you did. I mean, it doesn't mean you solved the mission, but just
What's your favorite thing about the
just
program?
everything about the program.
Maybe the community tree, because I like how you have to pick it up and it goes down.
Right.
And it took some programming to get all the way from here to there.
And I like the My Blocks part, so.
Yeah,
That's cool
you guys
too.
did use my block. So we just have time for a couple quick questions. Yeah, so.
Anything about the body, the structure of your robot
Oh,
that you
yeah,
think
so-
is cool for us to know that you worked on, that you thought was special?
So, yeah, at first we had a little trouble connecting this motor, cause, you know, we were trying to put an ultrasonic sensor on here. So what we did, we put the motor in, but then we attached the ultrasonic sensor to the bottom of the motor.
Is that pretty accurate, ultrasonic
It's
sensor?
still accurate. We use it over there.
So that framing helps you get all these sensors in front of you.
And what was your greatest challenge overall in the entire project?
Our greatest challenge, well,
What do you think it was?
Well, I think using the gyro sensor, because we didn't know the angle at first and it wasn't working
Okay.
a lot of times.
So the gyro sensor is one we don't see as often. So. Anything else? Yeah.
I thought it was this because I was trying to, well, we were trying to make it go down here, then do like a little bit of parallel parking, and then go back, push the key in here, and then go forward
Okay.
to stop.
All right.
Turns out the angles weren't accurate, and it was like turning this way until crashing into there.
Yeah.
So
I think the hardest was
This is
sports, because if it worked one time, it would, like, for us, it's kind of like luck for that.
Yeah, throwing something's
Yeah.
a little less precise. So we are out of time. We have 2 things to ask you guys to do on your way out. One is make sure you get all of your stuff, but leave all of our stuff. And it looks like we lost everything. So make sure we have all of our stuff. And then if you could reset the board, that would really help us because that saves us time. So.
This will come back to you guys as part of your feedback sheets, okay? We're gonna hang on.
I don't know how to.